person that you should avoid at all times. And I've saved the best till last for this one. Somebody who stoops to the same level as their enemies, bro. Or possibly does something even worse, bro. Let me make an example here. Let's say these two, they've been best friends for a long time. Person A and person B. And then person B gets himself a girl. They've been together for ages, and over time, person B starts to change and act differently. But he turns into a terrible person because of that. He begins to act like someone else, getting egotistical and stuff. He begins to switch up and change. He begins to talk rubbish about his best friend, person A. And person A confronts person B about it. And then the argument continues for ages and ages and ages. They have a big fight because of that. And after that big fight, they fully cut ties with each other. They fully fall out. But then person A does the unthinkable next time. After the falling out, person B begins to have problems with his girl, and the problems get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they break up. Let's say those two are having an argument over the smallest thing ever, something that can be easily resolved and talked over. Person A hears about this, and ever since that fight, person A begins to take advantage of that situation. So what does he do? He does the unthinkable and gets with person B's girl just for get back, and even goes the extra mile. I'm not even going to get into detail about that, but just imagine a scenario like that. Somebody that stoops to the same level as their enemies, or even more than that. Someone who's excessive with it and just does something that is overkill, that is just not needed, something that just goes beyond the boundaries, something that just crosses the line on all levels. Then yeah, that person's not any better than the person that was in the wrong in the first place. That person becomes exactly the same as that person. When the so-called hero, when the so-called person in the right becomes the villain in the end. If you know somebody like that, those are the type of people that you need to avoid straight away. These people are two-faced, like Harvey Dent, two-faced. Imagine you're in the background, you're neutral, you're out of the situation, you're not involved in the first place, but you're a friend of person A. Let's say, for example, you're a friend of that person. You would look like an absolute idiot in that scenario, defending a person that has done the unthinkable. This is more than a get back, bro. This is like rubbing salt on the wounds. This is like stabbing someone and then twisting the knife inside of them. That's like shooting somebody dead, but then shooting their dead body repeatedly, time and time again, repetitively, unloading the entire round on the dead body. Like it's just straight overkill. If you know a person like that, or if you're friends with somebody like that, that person is worse than the person in the wrong. They are not any better in that scenario. And from that point forward, you need to choose better friends than that, bro.